Hola, ¿qué tal? Hola a todos.
Good afternoon, welcome everybody. Welcome once again to the TCM meetings in the film festival. This is a place in which we can talk to new friends every day, friends coming from different cultures, from different countries. And today we will have a Korean film, a Chinese film, a documentary film from Spain, and a co-production France-Japan. And we will have a little bit of trouble with different languages, because we have Japanese, we have Chinese, we have English, Korean, everything. But I hope that the magic of cinema will help us to communicate, and we would like to welcome every team with a big applause.
And
our first stop today is a film that is presented in the section of new directors. It is a Korean film called The Seeds of Violence in English. The Seeds of Violence, and we have with us Ling Tao-jun, the director, and Kim Soy, the actress. I'm sorry about my pronunciation, my Korean is not very good, and I would like to thank both for coming here and for the film you're presenting in the festival. This film is about, mainly about violence, but violence in two specific areas, in the army, the violence to which is subjected a soldier, and the domestic violence. Why did you want to link both violences, or both of the violence in both areas?
가정폭력과 군대폭력이 폭력을 생산하고 그것이 이제 패턴화되고 일상화되는 과정이 비슷하다고 생각을 했고, 그 두 가지 소재를 사용해서 폭력의 시스템이라고 해야 될까요? 그 얘기를 할 수 있을 것 같다고 생각했습니다.
I think that violence, domestic violence, is related to the violence in the army, because the pattern they follow is very similar. How it comes about, how it becomes a pattern, and these two different types of violence both become a routine, something that belongs to everyday's life. And this is what I wanted to point out, how the system of violence works. We can continue talking about the film now, but I would like to show you a clip first of all.
11, 12, 14, 14. 충성 이병신 필립 외박 다녀오겠습니다.
딱 맞아? 예, 딱 맞았습니다. 오, 신호 가자.
여기 있습니다.
오, 신필립! 야, 너 외박! 그만해. 야, 이 새끼 근데 어떻게 한 번에 성공하냐?
아, 어제 밤새도록 연습시켰습니다.
아, 그래? 필립이
I understand that you shot the film in a very short time. I don't know if the performers had to undergo certain military instruction or not.
일단 그 15회차로 촬영을 했고 되게 많은 리허설을 했어요. 그래서 그 현장에서 실수를 줄이기 위해서 리허설을 많이 했었고요. 그리고 방금 그 보셔서 아시겠지만 커트가 많이 사용되지 않는 롱테이크 영화이기 때문에 그 기술적인 실수가 났을 때 배우들이 다시 연기를 해야 되는 그 단점이 있잖아요. 그래서 그걸 보완하기 위해서 리허설을 많이 했습니다.
The shooting lasted for 15 days, and that was the time we had available. So before starting, we rehearsed a lot to reduce as much as possible every possible mistake. So you have seen now that we have very long scenes in just one take, and if we happened to have one technical error, However, this would have been terrible for the performer. So we wanted to reduce this kind of mistakes. We also have the pleasure of having the actress with us today. I would like to know how her experience in the film was. How was your experience?
제가 맡은 역할은 이제 가정 폭력 피해자 역할을 맡았는데요. 그만큼 조금 부담이 많이 됐어요. 특히 지금 한국 사회에서 페미니즘이 많이 대두되고 있고 저는 여자로서 지금 현대 사회를 살아가는 여자로서 그리고 이런 역할을 맡는 배우로서 좀 제대로 표현을 하고 싶었거든요. 그래서 많이 공부를 했고 많이 조사를 했고 또 네, 좀 제대로 잘 전달했으면 좋겠다는 마음으로 촬영에 임했습니다.
I play a woman who's a victim of domestic violence, and it is a difficult role to play. And ultimately, the problem of domestic violence against women is a hot topic in the Korean society. So, as a woman, as an actress, I wanted to play this role in a very accurate way, very well, because it's very important for today's society. So I was rehearsing and researching for the role before. Domestic violence is also a big problem in Spanish society and in the Korean society, as you said. And I don't know if you think that showing it so openly in films like this can contribute to solve this problem in society. What do you think?
뭐 그랬다면 되게 좋았겠지만 가장 중요한 건 그거 같아요. 그 방금 말씀하신 것처럼 사회자분이 그걸 이야기할 수 있는 것이 되게 중요한 것 같아요. 왜냐하면 뭐 다 알고 있잖아요. 가정 폭력이 나쁘다는 것은. 근데 그거가 중요한 게 아니라 가정 폭력에 대해서 이야기할 수 있다는 것이 되게 좋은 것 같고 더 좋은 것은 제가 원하는 거는 이제 영화를 보고 나서 보고 난 사람들이 그 이야기를 하는 게 되게 중요한 것 같아요.
I agree with you. You have pointed out how important this topic is. And the most important thing about domestic violence is to be able to speak openly about it. It's necessary to feel free to talk openly about this because we all know that domestic violence is a bad thing. But I wanted to, my aim in this film is that people can speak about it after watching the film. As I said at the beginning, this film is presented in the section of new directors, and I understand that the production started when you were just finishing your cinema studies. I don't know how the opportunities are in Korea for new directors, for young new directors. Can you explain a little bit about it?
뭐 전 세계적으로 공통적이겠지만 데뷔하는 거가 쉽지는 않죠. 근데 저 같은 경우는 대학원에서 제작 지원을 받아서 영화를 제작을 하게 됐고요. 뭐 그런 종류의 이제 그런 식의 데뷔 방법이 어쩌면은 가장 보편적인 데뷔 독립영화로서는 그런 식인 것 같습니다.
I believe that new directors have it difficult everywhere in the world. It's not a Korean thing. But I was lucky because I got a grant when I was studying my master course. And I think, at least in my experience, it was a great help, and because otherwise I wouldn't have been able to produce this new film. Thank you very much for this film, and thank you very much for sharing your work with us in the film festival. See you next year, maybe, again.
Bueno, pues nuestra segunda parada de hoy es
go
una
to our
película
next
que también
stop
se presenta en la sección
today.
de nuevos directores.
It is another film from the new directors section.
Una película
It is a Chinese film.
En inglés es From
It
Where We've Fallen,
is called in English From Where We've Fallen.
La traducción.
That is the translation. We have Wang Feifei with us, the director, Yu Wu, the actress, and the main actor, Liu Zhengkai. Again, I'm sorry about my pronunciation in Chinese. Your film is very different. You have decided to break the time and space, and you decided to go for a structure that is really different. And why?
实际上这部电影它是从我的2个小说里改过来的，所以实际上小说的时候就是这个样子的，所以从文本一开始它就是这么被设计好的。
Realmente esta película fue modificado de 2 novelas mías.
This film is a result of merging 2 novels that I wrote myself, and when I wrote the novels, I was already following this kind of structure.
在剧本的时候，就希望能够给观众呈现出一个在结构上是有所不同的这种不同的观看体验的这样的一种方式。
And when I transformed these 2 novels in a script, we were already thinking on the public. We wanted them to have a different experience from other films. And that's why we decided upon a different structure. We decided to go for a different structure.
感觉像在阅读一个非常精彩的小说。
Nosotros lo que esperamos que los espectadores mientras que están viendo esta película, como hubiera estado leyendo una
to
novela,
feel that they are as if they were reading a novel that is different.
Una película que cuenta un suicidio, un viaje,
you tell the story of a dream, of a trip, and of a suicide in your film. Let's see the clip.
到了一个陌生的地方。 去参加别人的婚礼。
你见过像大海一样的天花板？
Siempre suele decirse que la literatura
it's commonly
y el cine
said
son
that
lenguajes
literature
diferentes.
and cinema
Yo no sé si ha tenido
use different
problemas para
languages. I don't know if you had problems
que los
adapting
autores
your
y los
own
cineastas
novels
se
to the
pelean.
cinema. Sometimes authors and filmmakers don't get along because of that.
对，这个实际上小说跟电影是2种不同的艺术表现形式。
Realmente esta es escrito novela y película son 2 formas
These 2 pieces of writing have different means of expression. I mean, the novels and the script use a different type of expression. And when I was shooting this film, I did fight against myself in my mind. I mean, my scriptwriter and the scriptwriter in me and the author in me were quarreling all the time in my mind. And I needed my team, and I needed my actor and my actress and my producer, the whole crew, to help me define the idea, and that this idea is a cinematographic one and not a literary one. And the result was okay, I think.
Yo quería que los actores también nos contaran la experiencia.
I would like to hear the experience of both performers, if it was complicated for you to work with this different structure.
Gentleman first.
这是我的第一部电影，因为我一直在从事舞台剧的表演。
Esta es mi primera película.
This is my first film.
Yo soy actor de teatro.
I haven't performed in films up to now. I'm a theater actor.
Realmente para mí,
and for me, I found it very difficult because a theater actor is used to the scenery and to have the public in front of having. It's not the same to have the public or the camera in front of you.
然后在这个团队当中，其实很多人给了我很多的帮助，然后慢慢的克服掉困难，最终完成的还算满意。
The director always told me that shooting a film is a teamwork, and during the shooting, the whole crew was supporting me, and in the end, I was able to overcome every difficulty. Thank you very much.
我觉得我并没有遇到很大的在表演上的困难，因为导演他非常好，非常 nice。我感觉可能他对我不满意的时候，他也不会告诉我，他可能第二部会告诉我吧。
I didn't find so many difficulties. The director is a very kind person. He's a very good director, and I'm sure that if I couldn't achieve some of his goals, he's not going to tell me. So maybe in the next film he will tell me what I did wrong. So you're planning a next film then?
Wang. Usted es programador de un festival internacional de cine en China.
You choose films for a film festival in China, so you are familiar with the situation, the actual situation of the cinema world. Which were your references for this work? Which other authors or filmmakers did you choose?
OK， 好，对，我觉得就是做电影节策展，可以看到很多优秀的作品，和一些就可以认识很多优秀的电影人。
Sí, para decir una forma, como yo ya he participado en varias
As you mentioned, I have already participated in different festivals in China, and I know many films and many filmmakers and many different ways of making films, and this is a contribution to my experience, of course.
就是看到这些作品，对我来讲是一种学习。
A través de todas estas películas estoy aprendiendo.
I'm learning through those films that I watch.
就大概知道我应该拍什么样的作品，可以跟他们不太一样。对，这个可能是我的一个优势，就是因为我每年可以看到的中国电影非常多。
Por eso yo puedo
I learn a lot. And thanks to that, I can decide what kind of film I want to make so that it is different from every other film that I see, because during the year I have the opportunity of watching many Chinese movies.
电影的作者们都会过来帮我，就是因为我一直在为他们服务，在电影界。
También otro punto a favor mío es
Another advantage that I have is that I had many friends and colleagues that were helping me during the shooting, because I help them when they are in the festivals. And this is an extra advantage I have when I shoot films. Thank you very much for your film, and thank you very much for coming here, you and your crew that is here in the room too, and see you with your next project.
Bueno, pues ahora no necesitamos traductor.
And now we don't need an interpreter for the next film because it is a documentary film produced in Spain, and the title is somehow strange. It's lots of kids, a monkey, and a castle. We have with us the director Gustavo Salmerón and the main actress Julia and the main actor Antonio. You might know Gustavo Salmerón because he is also an actor, a very well-known actor in Spain, but he has shot a film about his mother. How did you come to the idea? Why did you decide to shoot a film on your mother and your family, and how long did it take? Well, it was 14 years ago. I started shooting 14 years ago, and I was watching the images, and it was so powerful. They meant everything that I wanted to be as a film director and as an actor. And it is what happens with the main actress. She's very organic. This is a very common expression among actors and actresses. And so it became a kind of addiction. I needed to keep on shooting and looking for different ideas, different stories, apart from looking for my grandmother's vertebra, which is the main reason for the film. And then I took several years to cut the film and put it together. And but I was very happy to see that the images were very powerful. Julia, good afternoon. In the film, we can see that you are not very sure at the beginning if you want to be the main character in a film. But in the end, what happened? Well, he is the youngest child, so I have a soft spot for him, and that's why I couldn't refuse. I'm a normal person. I don't know why he wanted to shoot a film about me. But thank God I have my husband next to me, who is a very, very prudent man, a very wise man and cultivated man, and he helped me a lot. And we had fun together. Yes, we did. But imagine why did you decide to shoot a film about me? I look terrible. This is awful. And I have lost my looks with the time. And there is a scene in which I'm eating pastries without my teeth on, and it's terrible. I don't know why my child decided to do this. It's terrible, and I'm shy too, and I'm ashamed. Well, I have to tell you that she didn't have any makeup or hairdresser or anything. It was very natural. I was just following her with the camera. But it's not fair that you show me to the world like this. I'm your mother. Please show me a little bit of respect. I don't understand. How is it possible that people liked this film? I don't understand it. Well, maybe because it is an outlandish film, or maybe because he's the youngest child and he's a little bit crazy. I really don't know. But I'm very happy that you like the film, but I will never
Vamos a ver, lo decíamos al principio del título, muchos hijos, un mono y un castillo.
Lots of kids, a monkey and a castle. It's a film that it was shot during 14 years, but before we continue talking with the crew, I want to show you some images of it.
Media normal, con 6 hijos pues vivíamos bien, pero tampoco éramos ricos. Era una vida normal con sus economías en todos los aspectos. Nos gustaba vivir sencillamente, sin malgastar. Y entonces, mira por dónde nos volvimos ricos. ¿Y qué hacemos siendo ricos? Ya tenía los hijos, ya tenía el mono. Pues ahora lo que necesitaba era el castillo.
Bueno, pues es la historia de una mujer que cumplió.
It is the story of a woman who achieved her dream. And I don't want to spoil the film. The film follows a narrative structure, and I don't want to ruin the surprise. But I suppose when you were cutting the film, you decided to leave some things out and to put other things in, and it is your family, and I suppose it must be difficult to have a balance between your private sphere and following the narrative path. It is complicated, you're right. When you write a script, when writing a script, I fall in love with certain sequences, and sometimes they might be very funny, but they are no use to the story, so I have to discard them. And I had some images shot by my father in the 70s in Super 8, and then we have images in VHS, and I had so much material with so many good takes that I didn't know how to do it at the beginning. So it is a story about this family which is who are looking for the grandmother's vertebra, but it's also a portrait of different generations in Spain who have lived the war and the post-war time and the democracy, and all this in a very funny tone, because it's a comedy, and this is what I wanted from the beginning. So apparently it is easy, but the problem in a documentary film where you don't have a script at the beginning and everything is created afterwards when you cut the film, and it's very difficult, but I think the result was okay. Antonio, you are also a character, a secondary character you play a role in the film, and so you participate in the film, but you have distance enough to make judgments about it. So what is your opinion? Well, I'm an engineer, and this filmmaking is very strange for me, so I try to distance myself from my background and to watch what he was doing and how he was doing it. And of course, in my time, we didn't use so much technology to work, so that was different for me too. But I enjoyed working with him, and many times, without noticing it, I was being recorded. But he showed resignation before that, because we are a crazy family, and he is the serious one who keeps it together and who shows resignation. Well, I was just doing my thing. This is the way I am. And I'm trying to respect a little bit of order and sense in this family. Well, sorry, but you try, but you don't do it. You know, I love you, but our family is crazy, if you want it or not. So, and you never told me that you didn't like your family. You have 6 children with me. Yes, I have 6 children with you, and that's why we can shoot a film about the family, because we are so many and so crazy. I am really surprised and scared that you know that I'm not a very raffinated woman, and I'm not an artist, but the result was not that bad. Julia, you said that there were some scenes, some images that you didn't like, the one that you were eating pastries. Which are the ones that you like? Which is the one that you prefer? Oh, maybe the one I prefer is the one in which I'm playing a nun. This was my actual vocation. I wanted to be a nun, but then I met this man here, and it was over. And
La culpa la tuvo él.
I was very young when I started having children with him, so my religious vocation was over. Well, am I to blame now? I thought you wanted to marry me. Well, I was a very nice girl and I wanted to become a nun, but he was very delicate, I must say, that he knew how to conquer my heart. When you see the movie, and I recommend you to go and watch the movie, you will see that it is as funny as the family is, as you are seeing it. And you will see a combination of art and of rationality. And I think, Gustavo, in the end, having parents like this is a luxury. Well, this is why he is such a good man. Yes, you're right. We achieved, we reached a balance because merging the story, the drama, and the comedy with the script is a very difficult balance, but a very important one, and it is thanks to them that I achieved it. So I'm glad to hear that you recognize our contribution. So please don't fight here. She generates the creative chaos because she's very chaotic. Our house was full of children and animals and everything. And my father gave me the more logical part, the patience, which is a fundamental characteristic for artists, and the analytic capacity, rational capacity. So, you know, there were very big filmmakers that were engineers, like Hitchcock, engineers or architects, and I have this ability from him. I have inherited from him. You've been 14 years, you were preparing the film for 14 years, so you had time to be analytic enough. It is true that you tell the story of these 14 years in the film, and I would really recommend you to watch the film, and you might have the opportunity to talk to them, because they will be here having a drink with you, and you can approach them and pose further questions. Congratulations for the film, and congratulations for your very outlandish life that is being wonderful. Thank you very much. You can watch the film in December 15th, the same very day with Star Wars. So we have to compete against Star Wars in the theaters. But as you have been a very good interviewer, I give you a present. This is the fork that we used in the film, and it's a present for you so that you have a token from the film. With our love. Thank you very much. It is very difficult to take the microphones and the fork and everything with me. And our last stop for today is a French-Japanese production. It is a very poetic film, a very delicate film that is presented in the Zabaltegui section. It is called The Night I Swam. And we have with us the two directors, Koei Igarashi and Damien Manivel. Koichi is Japanese and Damien is French. I would like to know what is the origin of your artistic relationship, because I've heard that you've been working together for quite some time now.
Donc, je vais parler en français.
Oui, vous parler en français ou en anglais.
On s'est rencontrés au festival de Locarno.
We met in the Locarno Festival. He was presenting his film, and I was presenting mine, and we became friends there. I loved his film, he loved mine, and so we became friends, and we have met again in Japan several times. And one evening, we always talk a lot about cinema, and one night that we have drank a lot, we decided to shoot a film together, and after that night we decided to go for it. It is a story of a child that goes to school one morning, goes out of the house towards school and strays off and wanders about the whole day. I think the shooting has been risky somehow.
その主演の宝くんっていうんですけど、あの男の子がすごいクリエイティブなんですね。なんかすごいたくさんアイデアを出して、僕たちが、提案した動きよりはるかにいい動きを彼はしてくれるから、多分その動きが、何よりもストーリーを語っていく彼の体がこの映画を多分こう作っていく、そういうふうに僕たちは思ったので、だからそれをあんまりリスクだとは思わなかったですね。それが一番いいチョイスだっていうふうに思いました。
The child who plays the role in the film is a very good actor, and he's very expressive. And when we casted him, we saw that with his facial expressions and with his body, he was going to contribute to the film very much. So we decided that this format was the right way to give space to this expression of the boy.
Un niño muy expresivo.
It is a very expressive child who is looking for his father in a snow-covered landscape. Did you improvise during the shooting, or was it planned?
Pour écrire le scénario, on s'est basé sur sa vraie vie.
We based on his actual life, on his actual family and his actual father and the places he knows. So we inspired on his life, but it's not a documentary film, it's a fictional story. And for us, it was very important to know him first, to get to know him better, and him and his family. And then we tried to be as honest as possible in order to portray him in a right way. Why did you choose the 4 stations, Vivaldi's 4 stations? For 4 seasons, sorry.
Todo el mundo pregunta lo mismo. Lo siento.
Everyone poses the same question.
C'est un choix qu'on a fait un peu au feeling, à l'intuition, ensemble.
It was out of intuition. The decision we took the decision together, and the film it takes place mainly in winter. It is a film about winter and about snow, and we use spring from Vivaldi's spring. And I think this helps us to see how the child grows up thanks to this adventure. So he starts in his personal winter and ends up in his personal spring. This is a very human story about a child. Where did you shoot it? What was the location?
日本でだいたい大きい5個の島でできて、沖縄とか四国とか北海道とかで、この一番でっかい、真ん中の本州って言われるところの一番北の部分で、ここは、山がすごい高くて、雪がそこで全部落ちるので本当に雪の多い場所なんです、多分日本で一番雪の多い場所。青森の弘前っていうところ。
The film was shot. Well, you know, Japan is a group of islands, and there are 4 main islands, and the biggest one is where Tokyo is placed, and at the northern part of this island is the place where they shot this film. It is a very a place with many mountains and with the highest rate of snow in Japan. Thank you very much for this film full of poetry. It is a true jewel. Thank you very much. So in today's meetings we have visited Korea with a very violent story, through China with a very original story. We went to Spain with a crazy family story, and we finished now in Japan with a very poetic story. A lot of passion, a lot of cinema, and a lot of art. Thank you very much. See you tomorrow.